We minimize it. A compliment, a thank you, an act of gratitude from somebody else is an opportunity to feel happy, and we just push it away. Are perfectionists happy? And actually, to make it even more specific, what makes a perfectionist really happy? Or what is happening in their life and they think they're happy, but they're not happy? Or what do they do and they sabotage their happiness? Well, all these questions, I would love to discuss them with you today. Hi, I'm Vassia. I'm a psychologist and I'm a perfectionist and burnout expert. And I put these two together because perfectionism, chronic perfectionism, toxic perfectionism, one way or another, sooner or later, will lead to burnout. And I've seen it a million times. Let's start with something important. It's not that perfectionists are not happy, okay? It's not that they're robots or that they're never able to experience happiness. That's not what I'm saying here. What I want to say is that perfectionist, and I'm not going to use they, I'm going to use we, because I'm also a recovering perfectionist. I've been there. I know that, once a perfectionist, always a perfectionist. What happens is that there are specific events and situations in the life of perfectionists that give them the sense of happiness. What I mean is that if, for example, their efforts are being recognized and praised by others, that really melts their hearts. When they achieve the high standards that they have set for themselves, that makes them really happy. When they receive positive feedback and validation, when also they engage in activities where they're not easy, they're challenging, and they actually make it, they bring results, they distinguish themselves from the rest of the team, the rest of the people that haven't achieved these results. That gives them a really satisfying sense of achievement. They also feel happy, and I think this is the moment when they feel genuinely happy, when they actually feel that they are accepted even though they are not achieving, they are not delivering results, just because they are who they are. They are human, they are imperfect. But that's a different sense of happiness. The examples that I said in the beginning, like the validation and the recognition and the results and the achievements, they do give us, perfectionists, they give us a sense of happiness, a feeling of happiness. And the reason that I said it's just a sense of sense, and it's not something that is something deeper, is because it's temporary, it's conditional. And this is how a perfectionist sees it. Now that I have achieved, I am accepted for my achievement. Now that I brought results, I am liked because of these results. We consider it as conditional, which means that the moment we will not deliver, that means that takes away the worth and the recognition that we just received, even the day before. So it fluctuates, it ebbs and flows, it changes. It's not something that we feel with our inner being. We just feel it because of the external circumstances. That's why I say it's conditional. What are the reasons then that we as perfectionists, we don't feel happy or we sabotage? And the first one, as you can imagine, is the chronic self-criticism. Nothing is enough. We filter all our actions at the end of the day or at the beginning of the day. We filter all our actions and we try to find how we could have done it better, how we could have done it faster, why we haven't done it faster. We stand by this self-criticism. Every time I meet perfectionists, they say, yeah, but what's wrong in being perfectionist? I may become a better person when I criticize myself. So we stand by this self-criticism because we view it as self-protection. And that's why we do it. And that's why we keep doing it. And that's why we are relentless with our self-criticism. And we don't realize when we cross the line, when it's too much. There's feedback, that we can take and we can learn and we can move on. And there is self-criticism that borderlines with self-punishment. And we cross the line, and we do that all day long, every day, 24/7, because we think we need it. And that's when we miss the opportunity to feel happy, because our brain is actually tuned to only this kind of music, the harsh self-criticism. Reason number 2, even if something happy, joyful, satisfying might happen, we minimize it as not important. I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people saying to me, I cannot take compliments. I feel very uncomfortable with compliments. We minimize it. A compliment, a thank you, an act of gratitude from somebody else is an opportunity to feel happy, and we just push it away. We don't want that. We think even we don't deserve it. Well, I don't deserve it yet. I need to do something bigger, something more, and then I will deserve it. Again, the conditional acceptance. Reason number 3, because when we usually say, when I achieve something, I will be happy. But the moment we achieve this goal, we don't feel happy because we have already set the next goal. I remember, and I've used this example many times. I remember I was working with an entrepreneur, and he just started his business, and he said, I'm going to be happy when I find 5 clients. When he eventually found the 5 clients, he was not happy because he said, well, that's not enough. I will be happy when I have 10. So this, again, conditional happiness and the moving goal, the moving target, every time you reach it, then you have already placed it, the next one. And the carrot is always in front of you without you being able to even eat it, or just a little bit of it. Reason number 4, this I will be happy if is very tricky, because a perfectionist will allow themselves to feel happy only if they succeed in something 100%. If it's 99%, it's not worth it. It's compromised. Another example that I've heard is that when they achieve something 100%, but they achieved it together with somebody else, with the contribution of somebody else, again, it's compromised. Well, I didn't do it by myself. I had help. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't count. You see, immediately we minimize any opportunity to feel happy, to feel proud, to feel joy. When was the last time you felt proud about yourself? When was the last time you allowed yourself to feel joy, even for a small win? Think about that. If you're a perfectionist, think about that. When was the last time you allowed yourself to feel proud of yourself? Be there, absorb this energy. We usually stay there for a little bit, and then okay, but now next goal. We escape that place. We don't want to be there. Reason number 5, when we feel that it's compromised because it has happened together with somebody else. Perfectionists want all the credit. It has to be mine from beginning until end. Even if that means that I'm going to burn myself out. It doesn't matter. Even if that means that I'm going to be completely exhausted and drained. It doesn't matter. Reason number 6, because of fear of success. You are just one step before you succeed, achieve. And you know that. It's done. It's almost done. But you don't allow yourself to do this final step because of fear of success, which means that what if I succeed this extraordinary achievement and bring this extraordinary result? What if people expect from me that level of success again? I don't know. Can I deliver that again? Can I achieve that again? Will that be easy again? Do I want that? Because I'm already exhausted from the previous one. Do I want to go back there and do the same thing once again? Will I be able to deliver consistently that same level of achievement? So success comes with fears, with responsibilities, or with perceived responsibilities, with perception of what other people will think of us. And that might stop us from enjoying again and feeling happy about achieving. See, makes sense? Let me know which one resonates with you. Another reason why we sabotage or we don't feel that deep sense of happiness is because, as I said in the very beginning, it usually relies on external validation. I'm happy if you're happy with me. I'm happy if you can see my effort. I'm happy if I deliver something tangible. I'm happy if what I do in my life is being seen by others and recognized by others. If it's not seen, what's the point? And that leads me to the next reason. Being a perfectionist means that oftentimes we focus only on work because it can be something done tangible. It can offer tangible results. And we neglect other areas, like, for example, our personal development, our sense of community, our belonging, relationships. We neglect these areas because that's not something that somebody can recognize. That's not something that somebody can give me credit, or I cannot put it on my LinkedIn. If I'm happy, I'm having a happy time with my family. What's the point then? So even though you see a tail here, that's the cat, of course. She wants to participate in the video making. So what happens is that we don't put that effort, we don't spend that time there because it doesn't offer something tangible, because we think it's not something productive, it's not something useful. Or we are occupied with family and taking care of our people, again, from a sense of duty, not from a sense of joy and connection and alignment with our values. So that again makes it work style. It doesn't make it life. It's again something that we see as work. Another thing that we do is that we don't do things as perfectionists during our just a normal day that gives us joy. I ask people, what do you do every day? What do you like doing? I don't do anything. I just work and then prepare dinner and then watch TV and then that's it. We don't do things that we have fun. And I'm not talking about, extravagant experiences and activities. I'm talking about small things that gives us joy, like making your favorite cup of tea or spending the time, the part of the day with a friend that you missed having a conversation with, the small things. And the last reason is we postpone celebration. Let's say you achieve something. Let's say you are happy about something. Let's say you bought a new house, or you're happy with your partner, getting a new job. Whatever is a reason that you want to celebrate, a perfectionist might even perfectionize that moment of celebration. Well, let's do it when we're both available, when we have the time, when we're both rested, when we have the money, when. So a lot of conditions in order to celebrate. And we usually try to find another reason also to attach it to the first reason to celebrate. So let's do it when we also celebrate my promotion, for example. Let's postpone it for later. Either that's a big celebration or a small celebration, a big win or a small win, doesn't matter. The tendency of a perfectionist is to postpone it for later, to find the perfect timing. This is our key of joy, right? As if we don't deserve it. Keep that in mind. Remember that. As if we don't deserve it now. As if we have to do a little bit of an extra work in order to deserve it. To put a little bit more extra effort. As if we don't deserve it as it is right here, right now. Does it make sense? Does it resonate? I mean, all these things I just described, I have, from 1 to 10, I have experienced myself as a perfectionist. I know that very well. So let me know what you have experienced. What's your reason that you sabotage? What do you usually do and sabotage your happiness? I believe that this conversation here today is already the start of stopping the sabotage, of allowing more happy in our lives, of reversing perfectionism, right? So thank you very much for being here. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to continue the conversation with you. And until next time, take really good care of yourself.